Hey guys, Mr. T here, just doing another video. This one is on the transformation known as rotation. So rotation is a transformation where every point on an object, on an object is turned through a given angle around a fixed rotation point. The rotation point is called the center of rotation and is usually labeled O. So rotation is probably one of the hardest transformations you'll have to deal with. It's complex, so it's really useful to guide the rotation by drawing extra guidelines from the center of the rotation. So the guidelines don't contribute to the image itself, they just help you place the image. Why do I think it's better to draw guidelines from the center of rotation? It's easy to rotate guidelines than trying to rotate the image straight away. And then once you've rotated the guidelines, then you can decide where the rotated points go in relation to the guidelines in the original object. So I'll give you an example of why I think that's useful. This is the original object. So it's slightly offset from O. You've got this L shape like from Tetris. And I could try to rotate it 90 degrees straight away. I could try to do that, but it's just too tricky right now because I've got too many points to deal with. But if I draw these guidelines from the origin, so directly down from the origin and directly to the left of the origin, I can rotate the guidelines instead. So I need to rotate 90 degrees clockwise. So instead of being down and to the left, now it's going to be the down guideline is going to be to the left, and the left guideline is going to be directly up. So how does that help me with drawing the image? Well, I can see that this first corner is just one away from the origin, and it's in line with this down guideline. So if I look here, in the guidelines, I've rotated it. This is the down guideline now. Okay? So the corner is going to be one away from the origin, and it's going to be along it. So here, I've got 2 points of the L shape already. That's those 2. Okay? If I look at the other guideline, which was the left one, I have 2 points along that guideline that are 2 away from it. But that guideline is now the upper one. So I need to move 2 away from the origin. So 1, 2. So I've got a point there, and then another point here. So I've got the other side of the L shape. I could go through laboriously guiding those points, but really I've got the basis of this L shape. So now I can finish off the L shape. And that's the image there. Okay, so hopefully that shows you why doing the guidelines makes it a little easier than just trying to work out the points straight away. You might misplace the points without these guidelines. The guidelines are exactly that, they guide you to the right answer. So here let's try to give an example from scratch, a slightly more complicated diagram. Rotate the given figure 90 degrees clockwise about O. So I'm going to start off with drawing the guidelines directly up, directly to the right. So they're going to turn 90 degrees clockwise, so it's going to be to the right and down. Okay? So the first decision that needs to be made is, well, from the straight up and down one, it's 2 up and 1 to the right. That straight up and down one is going to turn 90 degrees. So now it's going to be 2 to the right and 1 down. So my first point is going to be 2 across, 1 down, there. Okay. The other guide point that I'm going to use will be the bottom of this little house shape. So what is that? It's 3 to the right of the bottom guideline and 2 up. But remember, this bottom guideline is turned 90 degrees. So now it's going to be 3 down and 2 to the right. So there is going to be the bottom of the other side of the bottom of the house. So I have 2 points now. It's going to be easy because I have the 2 sides of the house, the roof, and that's done. Okay, so that is the image. That's the object, and it's been rotated 90 degrees clockwise about 0. All right. So hopefully that shows you why doing the guidelines will help you do rotations. Hopefully that helps you out. And I'll see you in the next video.